So I thought I would share how I do a background. I've shared this many times on my YouTube channel. I think I even have a playlist on like backgrounds for the Fauxbonichi or thin paper journals. If I remember, I'll link it up in the eye. But and then just spread out through my Fauxbonichi playlist, you'll see photos and or videos of backgrounds that I've done over the years. If you follow me on Facebook or Instagram, you can also see stuff there. But I had a request for me to show how I do a background, and it was supposed to be for the smooshing technique, but I wasn't in the mood, so I'm doing this one. I have this really old piece of paper from a paper stack I got from Joann's probably 10 years ago. Oh gosh, I have no idea. I've had it for ever because I hoard things. Yes, that's how it works here is I hoard things. So I thought, you know what? I've kept this for all these years because I thought I could use this as a stencil. And to be honest, it's an ugly stencil. Although I guess if you're into art journaling or something, this would add lots of texture, and you could like it's really thick cardstock, so you could spray it with something to protect it a little better, and then you could um, put paste through it and stuff. But I'm just using it because it was sitting there and I had to do something quick. And for some reason, these kind of backgrounds make me feel like the page is being caught up quicker. I don't know why. It takes longer, but to be honest, you know what takes longest is making videos. That's what takes the longest. My everybody's like, "Oh my gosh, I wish I could do daily journaling, but I just can't keep up with it." And on average, my pages take 15-20 minutes. It probably takes me longer to print than it does to just make the page. But these YouTube videos you have so much more planning and organizing and figuring and thinking and stuff that it just takes forever. But anyways, I thought I'd do a twist for you today and show you how I did the background on my pages for the fifth. These are just the last 3 days of March, but at the end I'll show you the ones that I did previously. But basically, I put the paper down. I had made a while back using Distress Oxide reinkers and Distress ink reinkers, a mix of that and water into these little spray bottles that I get on Amazon. I'll link them in my shop if you want to find them. I absolutely love them. They don't clog. Ugh, they're so nice. I did buy the little steel ball things to go in them so that you could shake them, but they are just wonderful little bottles, and you really only need just a little bit of spray. So I hate it when you have to have a big bottle of something. Anyways, I just basically picked raspberry and squeezed lemonade and squeezed them all over the page. And the fun thing about using pink and yellow, which, color wheel, it makes orange. So it looks like I used 3 different colors and I really only used 2. So quick and easy. And this would have been even faster if I had actually had all my supplies together, but they were all over the room. So I'm like oh man, I need that. And so I have to go wander. See, I've wandered off. Oh, okay. Anyways, and that's all you do. And then I always dry everything in between layers because this paper is really thin. I did pre-spray it with Krylon matte finish. I will link it also in my Amazon shop, but I do not recommend you buy it from Amazon unless you have to. Walmart has it for like $3 a can, you guys. $3. You can also get it at Michael's.
It's 3:15.
Oh, it had to happen even while I'm doing a voiceover. Michael's also has it and you can use a coupon, but honestly, it's still cheaper at Walmart. So get it at Walmart if you can get it at Walmart. And you can order it from walmart.com. So cheap. But I do have it in my Amazon store. And so you can at least figure out which one I'm talking about. But I've talked about this for years. I have posts on how I use it, the whole ball of wax. I'll leave all that down below too. But anyways, I sprayed that, let it dry. It doesn't take very long to dry. You don't need a very thick coat. It does not make your pages waterproof. It just makes them water resistant. So I recommend drying in between using wet stuff. But this is an Artist Loft journal from Michaels. I have never had any problem with bleed through when I use that spray. It's just awesome stuff. Smells terrible, but it works great. But anyways, I had to break this up. I felt like it needed some splatter, so I just took the top off the 2 little spray bottles and splat, splat, splat. Learned something through this process to make sure that my lids were tight, because my squeeze lemonade reinker was not, and I now have yellow everywhere. Go me, because that's how I roll. Anyways, this is really simple. It just, as you can tell, it's just really, really simple. Also, distress oxides have a pigment in them that make them very difficult to dry quickly. And if you've stamped with them or used them, you know that. So that's a lot of why I dry it enough with the heat gun to kind of get the color to stick. And then I just blot it up, the rest of it up with my towel. And this is just a towel that I have as scraps. They're flour sack towels from Sam's Club. And I just cut them up and use them as rags and dish towels and all kinds of stuff. They're cheap, they work great, and you can embroider on them. They're really nice for embroidery. Anyways, I decided let's put an edge around this. So like I said, you can tell there's big pauses because I'm like, what am I gonna do next? And I could cut all this stuff out, but honestly, this took me like 10 minutes with the wandering. That's why I'm saying quick. It's quick. But I'm gonna add some stuff, more color on top of this. And one thing that's really nice about the distress oxides and the inks is that they're really easy to write over, so you don't have to worry about layering them up 65,000 times. Your pens, at least I like to use Inkjoy, but I've used a dozen different kinds of pens, and I've always had no problem writing over the Krylon or over distress oxides and inks. So Inkjoys are my favorite. I have the colored ones, and I have the black one. I was gonna say black and white. I wish they had a white. Oh my gosh, that would be awesome. But yeah, so I'm just gonna throw some color everywhere. And I always hate this part of the process, because I always go, okay, I'm gonna be free form, and I'm just gonna stick color everywhere. And I look at it and I go, oh my God, why didn't I stop? And you can't stop. You have to just keep going, and you keep going. And I always rip the page every time. Did you see me rip the page? Yeah, I ripped the page. Shh, don't tell anyone. But it'll be all right. It'll be all right. But like I said, I'll always get to this part and I'm like, just stop, just stop, just stop. Don't do it. And then I do it, and then I'm glad I did it, because at the end you'll see why. But we're gonna add some more, and I really like these little brushes. Again, I got them from Amazon. I think I've mentioned a bazillion times I am an Amazon hoe. I embrace that. I am the reason that Benzo and his ex-wife, actually, I'm just gonna say my money went to the ex-wife because she earned it. Anyways, yeah. But you don't have to buy any of this stuff anywhere. You can buy wherever you want. I don't care. But I got the set of 5 for $10 on Amazon. Again, linked in my shop, but you don't have to use it. Guess what? I'm almost up to 2 cups of coffee. I know. I think I'm going to buy Josh a pumpkin frappe in the fall. Yeah. It's our splurge. Even though I'm pretty sure it's bad for us, but you got to live. And 1 pumpkin frappe is not going to kill us. Now, 1 pumpkin frappe at a time, weekly, daily, would bad stuff. Anyways, I am finally getting to the end of this. And like I said, this is the moment I go, damn it, I so should have just left it alone. Where is my fixer? And so I'm off wandering in my room, trying to remember where I put my water bottle. Found it. This water bottle is from Target. It's just a little cheapy, in the travel section. And it's the best water bottle I own. I love it. So we're going to do some more blotting. We're going to do some more coloring. We're going to do some more, no more coloring. I lied. Total fib. We're finished. We're done. It's all right. And then I'm going to spray it with the water, sop off all the color because, as you know, with distress oxides and inks, they are water reactive, and you can pull the color back off and see how it all just kind of blends away and makes everything just a little more soft and smooth. And it was looking really crazy there for a minute. But then you have to remember, I am going to cover it all up with photos and journaling. That's what I do. Decorating is for me. Memories are for the future. All right, you guys, here are the last couple of weeks of March. If you have any questions and comments, please leave them down below. And I hope you enjoyed this. I will see you in the next video. Have a great one. Bye.